Literally, like your butt is mine.
Pause.
This is your butt and it is mine.
Saying. All right, here we go. All right.
This the booty here. It's mine.
What's going on, family? I am KD Bowe. This is Rod Minger.
Hilarious.
Back from doing Terminator 8. What was you doing?
It was Terminator 8.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what it was.
Tiny, a.k.a. Indescribable.
I'm here.
Yeah, it's the KD Bowe Show live from the Content Factory. We're back, Labor Day weekend. Y'all good?
Yeah, man. It was a great weekend, man.
Tell me about your weekend, Rod.
Oh, man.
Terminator 8, was it?
Oh, it was Terminator 7.5. Thank you very much. Don't be disrespectful.
All right, gotcha.
But that wasn't this weekend. That was last weekend. Okay, so you got my weekends mixed up.
Oh, he wasn't here. You got to fill us in on your double
This
weekend.
Yeah. I was at the Punchline Comedy Club.
Oh,
yeah, comedy. I was at the comedy.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. See,
that's pretty good.
Yeah. See, it's two different things.
You're more famous than I thought.
No. I'm as famous as you thought.
That's hilarious.
Not as you thought.
That's hilarious.
So this weekend I did the Punchline Comedy Club with Jermaine Funny Johnson. Sold out 3 shows. It was really, really awesome. Got a standing ovation last night, actually.
Wow.
Killed it. Brand new material. So it was really good, man. I had a good time with that. And then I stepped out on Jasmine this weekend. I want to talk about that on the air.
I need context.
I hung out with this person from Thursday morning through Saturday night. We laid in bed together. We took showers together. Took a bath together. Her name was Migraine.
I was thinking Flash. I was like, I thought Flash was a boy.
And why is Flash in the shower?
Yeah, I was like,
we don't.
some white
you know, black people don't do that. Black people don't get in the shower when they don't.
We do not.
Yeah.
But no, man, I killed this comedy weekend with a migraine. I had a migraine for 3 days. I was really close to going to ER, man. It was out of control. I think I talked to you Saturday.
Did you check your blood pressure?
I did. It was high, and that's why I had to go. I had to go to the doctor and see what was going on. And then it finally Sunday, I was back to normal, man. But man, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday were terrible days.
Yeah, them migraines will take you out.
But I had shows, and the show had to go on. And I just showed I had to persevere, man. I killed it.
Oh, I see what happened.
Yeah,
I see what happened. So what you're looking for is this?
No, I'm not. I'm not looking for that. Thank you.
Don't do my nigga. I mean, my friend. Don't do my friend.
You know what?
I'm gonna give you a genuine class.
That's funny. That's funny that you did that.
I'm gonna give you a genuine class.
I'm glad you did that because I walked into the show today, and the first thing I said to KD Bowe was like, "Hey, man, I heard your voiceover on ESPN this weekend." Not thank you. Oh, really? He said, "Oh yeah, I had 2."
Why would I say thank you?
I had 2, and I'm used to it.
He did say that.
You're a total ass, man.
You can't say that.
It's very direct.
It was very direct and transparent.
Fortunately, I am a grown man, and I can handle all of the insults that are thrown at me.
They're not insults when they're true.
From extremely talented people like yourself.
Oh, don't try to reverse it, sir.
I would love
Do not try to reverse it, sir.
be on the level as you are one day.
Hey, man.
And I can only hope and pray that you, the listener, would just at some point love me 1/8 of as much as you love this man.
Wow.
My God, man, that's good.
My God, man, that is great. But no, man, it was a great weekend.
I forgot,
man.
but I thought you were talking about me.
No.
I thought you were talking about me at the game when I did the Georgia State game, because that was on ESPN. And I thought you said you heard me like through the crowd announcing for the Georgia State Panthers.
My words were, "Hey, man, I heard your voice on ESPN this weekend.
I was on ESPN.
Very awesome." And he said, "Well, I'm used to it." Wow.
Well, I am used to it. I am on a lot of stuff.
How about I appreciate it?
I mean,
that was dope.
I appreciate you listening.
Yeah, I checked you out.
You weren't even listening. It just happened.
It was a big deal.
You didn't turn it on and say, let's see if KD Bowe's up
Hey,
here.
but it was a big deal.
Con, put the camera on me, please.
It was a big deal that I heard your voice on ESPN.
Well, you know what? I mean, thank you.
And you were representing some HBCUs while you were doing it.
I didn't realize that what you were saying to me was that you were complimenting me. I didn't know that.
It was a compliment. I heard you on ESPN. That's a big deal.
And why do you got to sound like Peter O'Toole when you say it?
Because you're being a dork right now.
You're being a dork.
Okay. Anyway, about last week.
You didn't bring me a shirt or nothing. You come in here all
actually.
brand. He didn't bring. Please, my God. If you
one
brought
thing
a shirt,
Ron gonna do, he gonna bring a shirt.
I'm gonna feel awful.
This is the
If
thing.
you brought me a shirt, I feel
This
terrible.
is the kind of friend that I am. When I have shows and I get my shirts made, these are my brand new, fresh off the press, hilarious shirts. And I got one for you, sir.
Thank you, man.
And I have one for Miss Tiny down there.
I got one.
Lay that down to Tiny, please. And I got one for Kanye as well.
I have my shirt. Well, I bought one because I'm a real friend and I support my friends.
Did you buy one?
But I'll take this one, free one as well.
Thank you.
How much is the shirt?
Don't worry about it. That's a gift.
I'm saying for the listening. I wasn't going to be for this. How much?
I want for the bag.
How much?
Not me, them.
How much is the shirt, man?
They are $25. They are available on my website, rodminger.com.
Oh, this is some
And I have them in multiple colors.
Great craftsmanship. Wait. Oh, yeah, great craftsmanship. I was going to call you out. No, it's good.
It was the superficialness for me.
No, I'm serious. Rod Minger said it.
Yeah.
That's a hashtag.
That's the hashtag.
Hilarious.
That's me.
Love you, man. This is good stuff.
Appreciate it, man.
I'll give you a hug, but,
we've kind of talked about that a couple of times.
We've been through this.
Kind of weird. Been through this a couple of times.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was great. I actually hung out with one of my good friends. Went to Benihana. That was cool. I love hibachi. That's my favorite. Yep. Whatever that was. And then I went to see.
Hold up. I'm going to guess. Candyman.
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yes.
Okay, so.
I went to see Candyman.
Okay, so why are we doing this? Just real quick, because somebody else went to see Candyman.
Okay.
And I'm curious about what both of you felt like.
Yes.
I'm gonna put it like this. I loved it, but the main character. I will say Candyman 17 times, sir, if you show up in my mirror.
They got a new Candyman?
Yes.
the old
but
Candyman is-
you know you have to, if you haven't seen the old Candyman, then it won't make sense to you. But there were a lot of callbacks. There were a lot of references. The whole story from the original Candyman was embedded into it. And even Vanessa Williams reprised her role as the mother.
I've not seen one Candyman.
You have to see it.
I don't do horror movies.
You have to see it, KD. It was so good. I enjoyed it. And a lot of people, there was a lot of comments online about people were saying that it didn't really live up to the hype, but I thought it was well written. I thought it was good. It was exciting to me.
Okay.
It was gory though, so.
Oh, it was, I see, I know.
Yeah.
Okay,
It was a lot of blood.
There
was
Man,
a lot of blood.
I saw Children of the Corn for the first time. When I saw Children of the Corn, and he was like, he wants you too, Malachi. He wants you too. No, I'm good on horror movies.
You was done right then? That was it? That was your last
rest
one?
of my life, I'm just a rap. I'm good.
I don't want nobody calling me out.
I can do the horror. It's just a gore.
No, it was gory. Now, if you don't like to see people get their throat slashed, it's not the movie for you.
That's disgusting. Yeah. No. Okay. Kyle, what'd you think?
I thought it was horrible. It was way too long. It was boring.
It was long.
It didn't live up to the hype for me. Like, okay, yeah.
That's what
Candyman,
a lot of people
cool.
are saying it. I think it's kind of the same effect when we try to redo movies. A lot
You
of
gotta
times we just don't need to remake stuff. Some things are good the way that they are. Like when people saw what was it that just came out recently?
Space Jam.
Space Jam. Everybody our age was like, it was trash. I'm like,
You were
it
a
was
child.
trash when we were 5.
Right.
But
You were a child.
Michael Jordan
Was
is
it
not
trash for real? I didn't see it.
Well, I don't know. I didn't
No, it
watch it.
wasn't
I'm
bad.
talking to the response that, people had online.
wasn't
Everybody
bad.
said that it wasn't that great. It was cheesy. And I'm like,
Really?
it was cheesy when Michael did
You
it.
thought it was trash, Kyle?
No, I thought it was good. Like,
It was good.
for what it was. It was a huge brand ploy
Candyman,
again.
Space Jam.
It was okay. It was entertaining for the kids.
If you were 8 years old and seen this Space Jam, you'd have been great.
Because
for it.
LeBron's your
Awesome.
hero.
God, yeah.
LeBron's your hero. And we
Right.
felt the same way about Michael.
So we seen Michael. I mean, everybody, man, LeBron can't act. I was like, he can't because he's an NBA player.
Michael
Neither could
can't
Michael.
either.
Michael wasn't good.
How many movies has Michael Jordan been in?
Space Jam, he had a couple cameos in TV shows.
Okay.
I was going to say, I
just
don't
one
remember him
movie.
doing a bunch of movies.
Yes, it's hard to do movies when you're 6'6".
Wasn't it like Mike or something? Were you in that one?
Okay, but you enjoyed Candyman because of the lead
I did.
actor. Okay.
I love that man.
What's his name?
Yeah. I can never pronounce.
Yeah.
Yes. But he was also in Black Mirror, which was a very interesting role. Go watch
Wait
it.
a minute.
With Anthony Mackie.
Wait a minute. He was the guy.
That was him. I don't care. He's still fine. I still love you.
You saw Black Mirror?
No.
I still love
The role
you.
she's talking about?
No.
I can't even.
The one that I
begin to tell
starred
you about.
in. Just kidding. Nicole Bahari, my twin.
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It was
It's like
interesting.
on a movie.
Watch it, or we're going to have a discussion about it.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have.
Because it was good.
Yeah.
Watch
'cause-
Black Mirror. Is it? I'm sorry. Is this
No,
one of-
that specific episode of Black
Yeah,
Mirror.
Black Mirror's a TV show, but you got to watch that episode. It's
Is
virtual
this like
reality.
I'm watching because this is awesome, or is it something that's not going to be awesome? I'm going to be very.
You're going to find it very interesting, and you're going to be absolutely pissed that I, for one, told you to watch it.
Yeah, but I'm not watching it now.
But
You've already ruined it for me. I don't
wanna see it.
But you got to watch it, though, bro.
I'll-
But you
thought
got
it
to
was
watch it.
If I remember, I'll check it out.
I think it was
I'll help you remember. How about that? If I
I'm gonna
remember.
text
You
you,
know, you
every
just
day.
might.
I'm gonna text you every day. Did you watch it yet?
No, it won't be. Well, it won't be today.
So I had the Georgia State game on Saturday, and we were demolished. It was awful. It was
I
terrible.
mean, how did you not know
situation.
that before it started, though?
It's the tone of your voice that makes me feel some type of way.
How old is the team?
Well, the team is relatively young.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's going to happen.
Okay. Yeah. Did your team win this weekend?
Yeah,
They did?
54-13.
Who's your
Oh,
team?
your team is Alabama.
Yeah. I told you that. That's when you asked me, do I want to come to your game? I was like, no, I'm going to the real game.
I thought you were like the Fort Valley
The real game.
No.
State Warriors.
No.
That's not you?
Valley. That's not me.
You serious?
I'm positive. I'm pretty sure.
Flippity floppy.
That's not a flippity flop. It's been Alabama all day.
Okay. Gotcha.
Every day.
I mean, as long as I've known him, it's pretty much been Roll Tide.
The experience was really, really good.
And it was on ESPN.
It was on ESPNU. Yes. It's the distinction for me.
That was.
I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do this. I will walk out of here today.
Hey, Rod, honestly, let's tell. Okay, we got to move on with the show. But honestly, do you think at some point we need to have some kind of combat? Wrestling, it could be basketball, which you probably win. I suck at basketball, tall for nothing. Or really? Like something like, I'm not with something we're going to get hurt, like boxing. But do you box? You box?
No, I don't box.
Okay. Was it something that, you that we're both proficient in?
What about Topgolf?
Beer pong.
I mean, like hands-on.
Hands-on, I don't know. Just have a wrestling match. We can go to the little wrestling ring up there.
Okay.
Off Windy Hill.
This will not be a good idea.
It would be a great idea.
Katie Bowe Show, sponsored by Ben Gay.
I see how.
I think it's going to be good because, I don't know. I think it'll be fun. And plus, hey, man, it'd be kind of good to, see if you can take the old man.
Yeah, basketball would be great. That'd be great. You got the height advantage and the weight advantage.
This is not going to be great.
See how that goes.
I would shack you the whole time.
I doubt it.
You understand? I'm old school basketball. See, you Steph Curry and them, the younger ones.
No,
I'm old school.
I told you, I'm
Amari Stoudemire.
I play power
I'm
forward.
Elijah Wan.
Okay.
All right, try to block me. You're going to be tired after the first 3 minutes because I'm going to lay on you.
Okay, we'll see.
Okay.
And we'll record it. We'll get time to get the camera out, and we'll make sure we have it all edited.
So,
up.
okay, we'll do what, basketball, and then we'll do wrestling.
Basketball and wrestling.
Cool.
Sounds like a plan.
I'm gonna be.
But I'm not talking about WWF, sir. I'm talking about real wrestling.
Yeah, real wrestling.
Good, very good.
First one to the ground loses.
I gotta pin you. I mean, if I can get to the.
Well, then there's that.
Yeah,
okay. Then there's that too.
We'll get a referee and everything.
Okay, cool. We'll do all that. Time can be the special guest referee.
I think I got something to do that day.
So I was looking online and I saw the picture of. Honestly, I don't even really like talking about it like that because you're adding because really the dude is a marketing genius.
Period.
At the end of the day, he's a marketing genius. But Lil Nas X is with anticipating a bundle of joy.
He's with child.
Oh, yes. The prosthetics on that are incredible. Mm-hmm. Like, how do they do that? Is that a picture of that prosthetics?
It looks very real.
Very genuine.
Yeah.
It looks very real.
Thoughts? Because, clearly I got mine, but.
I just think people keep getting mad because he's gay. We've seen images like this before. This is nothing. I mean, his content, his music. I'm a fan for the simple fact that he's a super troll, and he's not going to miss an opportunity to make people mad on the internet. And I think when he's decided to live in his truth, and that's fine. We don't try to critique other people's art. We let them do what they want to do, and I think that Lil Nas X is no different. Considering that we watched in the 80s or 90s Bill Cosby on, The Cosby Show, where men were pregnant and we laughed about it and kids weren't confused and like, oh my gosh, Dad, I want to carry a baby. Nobody did that because we understood that.
I think you know the difference, though.
There is no difference, and that's the point that I'm trying to make. This is fictional. This is never going to happen. Men cannot carry babies because they don't have the reproductive organs to do so. So it's just, we know that it's entertainment.
Do you think that Lil Nas X was doing it for a laugh?
I think he was doing it to make people upset.
Okay, so that's the difference. The difference is the Cosby Show, that's clearly a laugh. No man can't get pregnant.
Principle, not fact. He did it for a reaction.
Right. Did it for a reaction, but the type of reaction is the difference. That's the distinction. The distinction for me is that Lil Nas X is doing it to kind of rile people up. That's what he's been doing. Coming down the pole and dropping it low for Jesus Satan. On Beelzebub, So there you go. But Bill Cosby, I'm not saying that either one is preferable or undesirable for me because I don't really care, quite frankly, honestly. But to me, this is Bill Cosby, who is a comedian. It's like him putting on a dress and doing something. It's just you don't think about it like, oh my God, he's destroying the generations. I don't know. I just think Lil Nas X, he just does stuff outlandishly so, and as long as we keep talking about it, he's going to keep on having all of the extra.
What would we feel if Drake did it?
It'd be a little weird.
Why would it be weird?
Why? Like, why you doing?
I'm saying, why would it be weird?
Because
to drink
nothing outside, you have said or done nothing to me that would lead me to believe that you would take that brand of comedy. It's kind of like a comedian doing something serious. It's the same thing. It's like, it's almost a suspense of belief. I kind of want to believe you, but I kind of seen you in this role so long, it's hard to believe you here. So for me, it would be, it's a little weird, but okay, that's your thing, whatever. But that's weird.
I thought the flowers were nice. Oh, some really nice roses that he had.
Were they?
Yeah, they were white.
They were roses? White roses?
Yep, that's what I noticed.
Okay. Beautiful.
Boom.
Looking like a centerpiece.
I mean, he really picked those out really well.
You're right. Actually, you're right.
Yeah.
I just don't think the outrage that people have, I don't think it's genuine. I just think they're mad because he's gay. It's my personal opinion.
I think people just like to follow trends.
I think his hands are being messed up by the thorns, or did he cut the thorns off for him to hold?
Those things have been
I have no
grown very
idea.
well. The thorns are off and the stems. I mean,
I just know that
leaves.
the bump looks
Where's that, Florida?
quite authentic.
Why would you?
Is that Florida?
I don't know. Why would I know where that is?
Well, I mean, you mentioned the flowers.
So the flowers are nice. That doesn't tell me location.
I thought maybe you knew of something about foliage.
I mean, that doesn't tell me location. Those flowers don't tell me
And
location.
foliage begins with F, like Florida. So I'm asking the question.
Wow. Okay. Or he could have got those from
This is
Publix
weird.
or Roses or some floral place and
you
did
say
it wherever he
roses?
wanted. Yeah, roses.
Did you say roses?
I did say roses.
I
Hey, that was good. That was good.
That was actually pretty good. That's actually pretty good. I was raised up on roses and Cato's.
Roses.
Girl, wait.
The flower place that's named after flowers.
It was a department store.
I know.
That's hilarious. All right, good. Do you think at some point they will fix it to where like science will I guess advance enough to where men will have babies?
No.
So I don't know if you all know this or not, but when we are first conceived in the womb, we all have feminine reproductive organs. We, all of us, when we are first conceived in the womb, we have feminine reproductive organs.
Was we saying we have both?
We have both.
Okay.
And then your gender is revealed, and well, you have to have a party first. When they pop the balloon, that's when your organs start to change inside the womb.
Oh.
If you don't have the party, then your gender doesn't change.
Pretty good.
It's the fact that you had me with you.
Rod is like, so that's why they be doing gender reveals. They be wanting boys.
I thought she was going to like a really scientific place right there.
No, but that part
No,
right
but
there.
that part
I
is
didn't-
accurate.
Yeah,
we
but
do
it's the
we do
gender
both
reveal thing.
have.
I was like, what?
Because I've heard of situations where the child was born with both
heard that.
genitalia, and the parents chose which version that they wanted, and they raised that child as that.
And then later on, it might present a problem because the
It
child
did present a problem because the child was like, you know what? I ain't really. Just don't match.
I just think that scientifically, you have to have a uterus. You got to have ovaries and fallopian tubes to conceive a child.
Correct.
If you're not born with that, obviously trans men can, if they keep their reproductive organs, they can obviously reproduce. But if you weren't born with those organs, then it's impossible.
The fact that we're talking about this on Labor Day.
Oh.
I see what you did there. That was good.
Yeah, I'm back.
That was
man.
good.
I'm back. Yeah, I'm here.
That was a good one.
Hey, man.
That's pretty good.
Bro, that's probably one of the best I've heard from you.
Wow.
That's pretty good.
And you've seen me live, so that says a lot.
Hey man, this gained a little bit of traction online. So I retweeted something that I saw from this tweeter. I'm trying to see. Anyway, let's just get to the thing. So Ifa Fun Show said only men can love a woman with no money, no house, or no car. Only a woman can love a man and expect nothing in return. Women can't do that. A woman's love comes with conditions. You must have this and that. A man just wants peace. Only thing women love unconditionally is their kids. Yeah, gotcha.
Now that last line is a straight up lie from the pit of hell. we can discuss the rest of it, but that last sentence, that's a lie.
Yeah. I mean, a mom and her kids. That's the
It be
thing
some
that.
conditions now. I don't know.
Yeah.
And toxic situations. Right?
Yeah, well, that's true. I think so. Let's discuss the obvious first. The obvious part is when you start using words like only, and never and always and stuff like that, it's not true.
Obviously.
Especially as it relates to people.
You're generalizing. You're speaking for every situation, and that's not accurate.
And it's inaccurate to be able to do and say it that way.
Right. We've all seen this from both sides. We've seen a man love a woman that didn't have anything, and we've seen a woman love a man that didn't have anything. I mean, it happens all the time. It's just about what their terms and conditions are. But you can't say everybody.
By and large, I agree with the statement, though. I agree with the spirit of the statement from the perspective of stuff. Okay, stuff. So flow with me here. And again, there are no sweeping generalizations. I don't think that we have sweeping generalizations here. I don't anyway. So for me, when I look at this, men love women for the purposes that we love them for. What this person said, for peace. And I agree. We want you to be our peace, okay? But you don't have to have anything, by and large, outside of that. You know, your femininity, you know, hips, lips, fingertips, you know, whatever other thing you want to say that makes the woman bring that feminine energy. Most guys, when I talk about a guy, I'm thinking about a guy that is going to be a provider and a protector, because that's typically what people want. Most women say they want the most, is a provider and a protector.
If it was a trending topic, yes. That's what the average would say.
Yeah, provider and a protector. So in order for, I think, by and large, a woman to get that provision and to get that protection, he's got to have some stuff. He's got to have financial means to be able to provide and certainly to be able to protect. And if he doesn't have that, then I think that it's in a woman's nature, by and large, to nurture that guy, to be able to get him to that place where he can, you know, be that person that's that protector and that provider. And if he stays in that place where he doesn't have stuff, no, I just don't see that ultimately women are going to be happy with that guy. They tolerate him. It's okay. I mean, I'm willing to be here. But now I think by and large, he needs to be able to do those two things, protect and provide. A guy's not asking a woman to come to the table with anything that she doesn't already possess. Maybe just even, you know, bring it, supply it willfully. That's my thoughts about it.
Yeah.
But just to say all, every, only, come on, man, I don't believe that to be true. Thoughts?
I mean, I think that a lot of, again, I always say this, a lot of problems that we have in relationships will be eliminated if we just date people that like us and who like themselves.
You do say that.
Because the thing about that statement, like Rod said, we date people all the time that they don't have nothing. My problem is your level of comfort in this space. If you ain't got nothing and you ain't working for nothing and you ain't trying to find nobody to help you get nothing, then no, I'm not going to be happy because you're complacent. You don't want to be a provider.
Good.
And you're happy right here offering nothing.
Right.
And when I say nothing, I don't just mean finances. I mean, because if you ain't got, I don't care what nobody say, a man who ain't got no money is not happy. A broke man ain't happy. A broke woman ain't happy. Nobody's happy with nothing.
With no money, yeah.
So the fact that you would expect somebody to come to a relationship with nothing and be like, well, I could still love you. I'm sorry. I cannot. And I'll never lie about it.
But I'm saying, by and large, a guy can. Especially when he is self-sufficient and when he can bring that part to the table, he don't need you to bring that part to the table.
But I'm saying, would you want to be with somebody who can't pay their rent and can't keep their car running and doesn't have a job? And
That's a great distinction. Let me dial it back real quick. I am not paying the bills of nobody that I'm not married to. Now, let's be clear on that. Let's just throw that out there real quick.
Because marriage wasn't in that statement, but Kyle,
So for me, that's where I'm going with it. But we can come back to it, Kyle.
For my generation, though, it almost lends itself to that pride thing. Like if a female does come and she is being taken care of her parents, let's say, doesn't have that much of her own car, own money. My generation, it's pride to be able to say, oh, nah, I can take care of you. And I bring those pieces to the table. It's not necessarily
the woman
as a man. It's not necessarily looked at as, oh, she bummy. It's, nah, I take care of my girl. Type and of course that's a short-lived thing, but yeah, initially no, it's
how many times
us showing off.
I don't think that's just. I don't even think that's just your generation.
I think that's men. Period.
I think that's men. The kind of man that I'm talking about is that's because I know that there are situations where you got these women that are taking care of these guys. I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about F-boys at all. I'm talking about like real, solid, genuine dudes who want to be, protector, provider, priest, however you want to look at it. But I'm going to provide that level of access to me when you got ring on your finger. Mm-hmm. Oh no, I'm not paying bills. I might help you out every now and then, but if we just dating, no, you don't get that kind of access. Beyond the money, like the money don't mean that much to me like that. Ooh. Money don't mean much to me at all. Quite frankly, I like it. I like to make it because it's fun, but it doesn't mean anything to me like that. I'm an artist. I'm really about my art, but that's a separate conversation. When you're talking about women, we have to be solid enough for y'all to be able to respect us, look up to us, and I don't know, to your point, whether or not women gonna do that if a guy just does not if he's temporarily with no money. I ain't talking about temporarily. To me, this says, in the long, grand scheme of things, if he doesn't have any money, y'all not gonna, this thing ain't gonna work out. But for a guy, no. If I love you enough and you don't have any money, or you gotta be about something. But let's just say, for instance, you can't fully take care of yourself, but you're a good, solid person. And I know when I put my yin to your yang, we about to blow up the whole world and we're going to win. We're going to win all the way. And you're going to help me dominate the world.
Women do that all the time.
My point is, you'll do that with a guy with resources. A guy will not do that. A guy will do that with a woman with no resources. And that's the spirit of this text.
That's scary.
Why is it scary? No, I want to hear this. I mean, why is it scary?
That's scary. You will come into a relationship with somebody who has nothing and give them everything you have?
That's just the thing I'm telling you.
You see
it doesn't mean
on
nothing.
Instagram all the time.
No, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. I'm saying, to me, that don't make any sense. I'm not messing with nobody who
Why
ain't
do you
got
say they have nothing, though? Because I say they ain't had no money. I didn't say they had nothing.
This says no money, no house, no car.
If a woman doesn't have a house, she doesn't have a car, she doesn't have any money. Let's say she's in a situation, she got out of a relationship with a guy that it didn't work out. Now she's back at home with her mom, struggling to make it happen. And I happen to meet her, if I wasn't already married to the amazing wife that I have, Ivy. Shout out to Ivy. That's terrible that y'all ain't clapping. She's gonna watch this. Okay. No, don't clap now.
I wasn't prepared.
I was trying to understand your point. I was trying to see what your
My point is that if I saw her and I felt for her, her situation does not bother me at all. It doesn't make me say, hey, I ain't gonna do that.
Right.
I'll give you the keys to the kingdom if you are the gas to this car. You the gas to this car, you my motivation, my inspiration. Man, I give you whatever you need.
I agree. I agree with that. All I'm saying is that women have the same propensity. It might not be on the same level because you guys, for
tell me what you mean by
eons and light years, have put yourselves in this position of, well, I protect, I provide, I do all of this. That's a man thing. So why would you want a woman who, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you want her to feel that role anyway? Isn't that not something that you look for? Is a woman that you can provide for and protect for, even if she don't have no money or a house or a car?
The thing where I'm different is because I'm from North Carolina. I'm a little country. And all my life, although my mom worked, she worked because she wanted to. My dad just took care of everything. And that wasn't a thing. Even when she was ill and couldn't work, he didn't blink. And so because I saw him do that, it didn't bother me. It doesn't bother me like a woman's financial status. Hey man, how you treat me? So
I think, to your point, I think what we are witnessing is that, again, going back to what I said originally, date people that like you or mess with people that like you and like themselves, because there are so many other factors that could determine how this particular situation is going to play out. What you saw growing up, what you're used to,
Facts.
What you desire.
Facts.
You know, like if you used to dating women who don't have anything and you like the idea of being able to spoil and provide and all this stuff, then you're going to keep dating women like that because that's what you like. Yeah. It makes you feel like a man. It empowers you in some way.
Yeah.
If you, like me, I'm sorry, if you ain't got nothing and you don't look like you're trying to have nothing, it's a no-go.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about nothing.
The potential has to be there.
Not just nothing. I'm talking specifically like money, house, cars, like stuff. Because if you say nothing.
So that's nothing to me because them the three basic things you need to survive. Depending on where you live. Like if you're in New York or something, you don't necessarily need a car.
So if you have nothing, if you ain't got none of that stuff and you're crazy, yeah, it's not a chance. It's not a chance. Snowball's chance in hell. I mean, come on, let's be real. But if you are stable and you got good sense and you good.
So, like you said,
Right.
what made this out of context? What made this hard to debate anyway? Because they said only as to everybody. But some of this stuff is situational. Some people meet in college and have a family with money, and one person has a family that doesn't have any money. They move out, get on their own. One person can provide for themselves, one person can't, but they've been together since college, and then they move on and build together. Or you have scenarios like with Tabitha Brown and her husband, where the husband was working and she was working towards her dream. Her dream became more money making. Then she retired him, and now he's going to try to do his thing. It's just situational. It depends on the people and what they're going through. But if you try to generalize it, it's going to just seem out of context. Like, oh, she didn't have no money. He didn't have no money. Well, you don't know what it was. I hear a lot of like couples that have been together 30, 40 years. Oh, we got married. We didn't have anything. And we lived off this one job. And then he got this job. And then she got that job. It's just situational. You can't describe how somebody should and should not be when it comes to these type of terms. Now, there are people that are with this, like, oh, you got to have this kind of money, this kind of job, this kind of car, this kind of house. But that's just that person. That's not the world. Everybody's not like that. Some people don't believe in all that. Just like she said, if you date someone from New York, the girl I'm married is from New York. They don't have cars up there. They take public transportation. So they move to the South, they're going to have to get another car. So you might meet somebody that moves from New York to down here that don't have a car, that's Ubering everywhere, and they can afford it, and then they get a car later. I mean, it's just situational. Yeah,
I just think by and large that you got to have some stuff, like some tangible stuff, monies, cars. But
on the woman's behalf or the man's behalf?
On the man's behalf, he's got to have that in order to be able to stay with long term a woman and have a solid, respectful, mutual relationship. I just think, or you're en route to something, or like in Tabitha Brown's situation,
he's a policeman.
They created a whole plan. Yep. They had a plan. This is what it's going to look like right here. All right, so she took all this time to he took all this time to let her build her dream, and now she said, you know what, I'm at the point now where you can build your dream.
There it is.
You know? So if it's a plan, it's different. I just think you can't tell people, to your point, you can't tell people how they feel. You can't tell people how they just typically, because everybody's different. But I'm just saying, by and large, in my limited experience, that's just the way I've seen it. So, I mean, I don't know. Could be some anomalies out there, but, you know.
But you know what, though? It's too much time. That's too much time to spend together.
I believe so.
That is
I firmly say
yes.
if it might work sometimes.
But you got to spend time apart.
I feel like I don't want you in the same space I'm in. I don't want nobody that does what I do.
Well, that's true, too.
Because,
that's a lot going on.
When I come home and I'm telling you about what happened today, I don't want you to already know.
What happened?
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want the
I know, I was right there,
satisfaction.
Tiny.
You know what I'm saying? Because now men
Yes.
already don't like us. I got to talk to you all day about the stuff that we did together all day.
You just
gonna skip over that right there?
Just kind of
What?
We don't like y'all?
I mean, y'all like us, but I'm just one of those women that I understand. We talk a lot. We need a lot of attention. We like a lot of affection. And sometimes men just need to be left alone.
And guess
I
what?
don't want to talk all day. I'm not looking in the camera and saying that.
For the right woman, no. For the right woman, we're going to tolerate all of the talking.
Tolerate. That's the word, tolerate.
We will tolerate.
But you don't like it.
No, we don't care for it.
Yeah. And I'm aware and I understand.
You
But
did
we
all that
tolerate it
just
because-
to make her point more valid.
No, the point that I was making was...
We're here now.
The point that I'm making was it's not about like. It really actually is about love.
Yeah.
You know how many times that I wanted to do something and Ivy was like, I thought we was going to just kind of chill and do this.
I'm not going to let that air.
I had to...
No.
What?
Time we're going to
Cut
air
it,
that
Cam,
out.
cut it.
What?
What I said right there out. Go ahead. Go ahead with your point, sir. Go ahead.
What did I say?
You got a shovel?
Yeah,
Keep
please.
digging.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, digging a hole?
You're digging one, man. Okay, all right.
No, it's the truth. She knows it. We talk about this all the time.
That's
in
great.
our sessions.
Yes, that's how it starts.
Could we do counseling?
He said we talk about this in our sessions. I'm sure
do.
that that's a private meeting. That should not be.
No, the sessions with couples and stuff. You know.
Oh, okay.
Good cleanup.
Still
Boy, let me tell you something. You came to play today, dog. Hey, if I can't say nothing else,
Mike,
you came to
that
play
was good,
today.
man.
You came to play today, G. Okay.
I didn't
Okay,
know
we
we could do that.
upgraded to a fist bump. Okay.
Yeah, you know, he
That's
came to play
cute.
today.
Wait a minute.
That's cute.
Well, you just G'd it up.
I'm saying because y'all ain't gonna hug, but it was the fist bump there. I think we're back to camaraderie.
I'm a hugger. He's not a hugger.
Well, I mean,
All right.
Katie, you're 7'11".
It's weird.
We're not trying to hug you, man.
Okay.
Man,
All right.
then you're wide. Big, wide, tall, kind of hug, man. Don't all that shadow on me.
Okay. All right. You know, I feel sensitive about my weight. I'm sick of this.
We didn't say weight.
We didn't say you was fat.
He called me wide.
You're just wide.
You got
That's
broad
not-
shoulders.
You're wide, dude.
You're built like a man, sir.
Thank you, Tiny.
That's what it meant.
It's okay,
If I
Rod.
thought you
Next
was-
time
if I
it
thought you
gets
was fat, I'd
smoky.
be like, hey, K, you want to start coming to the gym with me, bro?
Next time it gets smoky, I just translate for you because he
That's what it is. He don't want to hear. He don't want to hear when I'm saying something
You
nice.
gotta put lotion on your tone. KD,
Okay,
what
maybe-
we're saying
you know
is
what,
that your stature is that.
It's the light skin look when he's looking at me. I just can't look at him when he's saying that. I want to, just.
Katie, I'm a shade lighter than you.
It's the light skin look.
Just a hair. Just a hair lighter.
It's the look.
I thought you actually talking about hair. I was like, wow, then we went there. It's that kind of day.
Wow. How about this? We got a great cat video.
And pan to the cats.
No, honestly, look at this. This is I sincerely don't understand why
Cats are evil.
people even have cats.
They're mean.
It's stupid.
I don't understand. Like, what is the purpose? Look at this. Look at this. Look.
They're angry and
Wait a minute.
aggressive.
Look. Oh,
See, his teeth are out.
let me tell you something. I wish I would fight something that I feed. I wish I would go toe to toe with a little feline, furry.
First
I
thing,
can't
Be
think of
scooping they poop and stuff and arguing with them.
First thing, they get to use the bathroom in the house.
That's
Let's
too
just start with that.
Can we go back to the first one though? Can we go to the first
Look
video?
At this. Look at
Because
this.
he was enjoying that forehead.
He's letting the cat lick his forehead, his skin,
His receding hairline.
and look, and he's having
And then when he stopped him, he got mad.
and he's going back in again. Look at this. Look at this mess. I don't know the whole thing about you have a dog.
I have a
dog.
I have a dog.
Lick you in the mouth.
No, I do not.
That
Don't
is some
eat peanut butter off
white
the same
mess.
spoon.
Never.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a specific spoon just picked out for his food and his snacks. This is your spoon forever. I don't even want that, even after washing it. That's yours. That's yours. This is your. I mean, it's labeled
That's good.
Flash
That's good.
because it's gross.
I don't know, man. The cat thing. I'm definitely not a cat person. I think they're evil. I just don't understand the purpose of them. I don't know why God even made
Do you know
cats.
if you pass away in the house by yourself and you have a cat, your cat will eat you. It will eat you. Your dog will lay there and bark.
Wait a minute.
Until somebody comes.
Is that a real thing?
That's a real thing. It will eat you
I believe
alive.
it. Cats are capable of
They will eat you,
people.
man.
Before?
I've never heard that, but I believe it.
They will eat
With
you,
no
man.
proof, with no scientific evidence, I believe it.
At what point
They're evil.
do they
I believe
start?
it.
At what point do they start eating you?
When they get hungry, where else they going to get any food? They can't open the can. They have to eat. They're
So
like
the
that.
cat's going to get hungry, and they just
They will eat. They will start with your eyes and work their way down.
They will start with your eyes.
They will start with your eyes.
Why?
I don't know.
Ron?
Because they
it's,
evil.
it's the most meaty looking thing on your body. It's shiny like their food. So they'll start with the eyes and work their way down.
He said shiny like they food.
But your dog will bark for help.
Well, dogs are a different breed.
They will bark
love
for
you.
help.
Dogs actually love their humans.
They actually do.
Cats
You
are
can't even tell your
manipulative.
cat, hey, man, come here right quick. You can't. Hey, man, Fluffy, come here. He just looks at you.
You ever had a cat?
I don't want a cat. I've never had a cat, and I've never wanted a cat. It's enough outside
Anybody
running
here
around.
ever had a cat? You had a cat?
I had a friend who had a cat. I refused to get one. Every time I went to her house, I didn't like him. I played with the dog.
They bite.
All right, so I'm going to take this turn.
Okay.
I'm scared.
Is there a reason, do you think, why do you think they call
Yes.
the certain genitalia of a certain species the cat? Is it because of the temperamentality? Do you think?
Oh, did you
Answer the
stretch
question,
before you
man.
reached into that
It is-
body?
it is a
Question.
stretch.
I'm serious. That's a
is
real
a
question.
stretch.
That's a real question. Why do they call it a cat?
Because of the nasty term. That kind of refers to,
Oh.
yeah, then there's that.
If you had a set with this in your car before you came up here today, we wouldn't be here.
Okay, so even still, why do they call it that? It doesn't look like that.
Did we start calling them that?
Somebody in the 50s.
There you
did
go.
that.
Ask your counterparts.
Who started calling it the cat?
I don't know. That's a great question. We should Google that.
The definition says most of the dictionaries apparently declared it is of unknown or uncertain origin.
My question was so profound that they actually don't even have a solid answer for it.
I don't know that profound's the word.
I'm brilliant.
I don't know that brilliance. the word.
Wow.
I mean, it's the questions that I ask that literally
that's
stumps scholars. He just asked the Google,
And they
and
had
they
nothing.
had nothing.
So you figured it out. It just happened right here on the
I
KDBS show.
gave the answer, yes, and that is why.
Because
Okay.
it's temperamental
Even though his answer was completely wrong.
and a reach. I mean, you had to reach
You
all
don't-
under the seat.
So there's a beef going on, and I'm low key sick of it. Before we get into the beef between Drake and Kanye, and Kanye, I wanted to just say first of all, I said last week that it was terrible. Like the album was terrible. I didn't like it.
The Drake album,
not the Drake album, but the Kanye album.
Oh, I haven't heard it yet.
And the challenge with me saying that is, even if that is my opinion, I just think that we got to be a little more responsible. I'm taking more of a responsible role with making sure that I don't just talk about what I don't like, but talk about what I do like. And there was some bangers on the album. It's 27 songs, and you had some bangers up there, maybe 4 or 5, or maybe, But no, I don't want to be that guy that's always a critic in the stands, not on the field at all, but you criticizing what people are doing, talking about it's terrible. This man put his whole life, he rented out the Mercedes-Benz Stadium for what, a month?
Easy.
Making this album, and I'm just going to sit back on a casual listen and say, that's garbage. I don't like it.
That's what you did.
That's because it is. I don't have the respect that you have in that sense. This man rented out the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, but he's a billionaire. Like, yeah, you can afford to do that, sir. You didn't want to make the album in your nice, mansion that doesn't have a jacuzzi. Like, dude, come on, no, make better music.
Wow. Thoughts and opinions expressed during the
I'm putting out a T-shirt
KD
tomorrow
Bowe show.
on my website that says "Make Better Music."
That's actually pretty good. It's pretty good.
And whoever's offended.
The thoughts and opinions expressed during the KD Bowe show when Kime is talking does not respect or reflect the KD Bowe show. Us.
I mean,
that's him. Direct all hate.
That is his individual opinion.
Direct all hate mail. What's your email?
Hebro.
With the fro. Follow me on Instagram.
Come
Hebro
on, with the
fro.
No fear. No fear. I love it.
Is it Hebro or Hebro?
Yeah, I
Hebro.
just changed it. Hebro with the fro.
Hebro with the fro.
Yes, sir.
With duh or the?
The. I'm very proper.
Hebro with the fro.
Exactly.
With a W or a FR?
No, it's actually Hebro with the fro.
Hebro with the fro.
With
the fro.
The fro.
Bro and fro rhyme. And
hit him up there. And Kanye, if you need someone to MC your shows, I would be more than happy to do that.
If you don't think Kanye gonna MC his own show,
if you need me to do it, I'll do it.
Or if you want it to be done well, hit me up.
Ooh.
And if you want to come out of that delusion, hit Tiny.
Because I'm going to tell you the truth. I come to tell the truth.
I come to tell the truth. All right, so Drake versus Kanye, man. The pettiness is all over the place. I don't understand it. I'm trying to. I like both of them. They're clever. Their music is incredible, but I don't know. Help me.
I just think it's messy. I think it's unnecessarily messy. I think that it's sales boosting. It's the same thing Lil Nas X does, generates his own buzz to get the numbers up. So I don't see anything wrong with the technique. I think that to sacrifice a friendship publicly is very tacky, if that's what we're doing. The thing that bothered me the most about Kanye is the diss track that Drake leaked about himself.
Wow.
The diss track was basically Andre 3000 spitting hot fire. Shout out to Benjamin, because he shows up and he always does what he does.
3 stacks.
But he that man he bared his soul on that track, and Kanye took the opportunity to turn it into a diss song, and I thought that was very disrespectful to Andre 3000. And those are my thoughts.
But he didn't put it out though. But Kanye didn't put it out.
It's the fact that it existed.
Oh no.
When you listen to this man's when you heard Dre's verse, and you was like, yeah, this gonna go right along with what I'm talking about, and left it there.
It's not the things that you conjure up in your mind. So as the Bible says, it's not the things that that go into a man that defile him. It's the things that come out of him. Like you can conjure up some stuff like I slap the taste out your mouth. In your mind, as long as you don't do it, then you're good. The Bible said, be angry, but sin not. Don't put yourself out there in a situation to where, in my opinion, you can think up the crazy stuff. You can think it up, and I was going to do it, but he never put it out. And to me, that's a check in Kanye's corner.
Okay.
Did Andre 3000 say anything?
He did.
He released a statement.
He released a whole statement. He said, "Hey man,
was he pissed?
I didn't." Yeah, he was pissed.
He said he didn't want it to come out like that.
Come on, Kai.
He said he didn't know anything about that.
Yeah.
So he just recorded it himself, and then
And sent
somebody
his verse.
somebody got a hold to it.
Yeah, Drake leaked it
How did Drake get
on
it?
his
I don't-
podcast.
I don't
Exactly,
even know.
and that's why I feel like all of this beef has been created to garner views.
Yeah.
So in this beef over the weekend, who won?
Yeah, no, doesn't it say somewhere in the Bible, though? This might be made up in the church values, right? But doesn't it say somewhere where if you've thought if a man should think, then he's already sinned or something like that? Mm-hmm. So isn't it the kind of because if you didn't create it, even though he didn't put it out, if you didn't create it, then Drake couldn't have leaked it, and now we're positioning,
Exactly.
Well,
positioning
okay.
it that way.
So one was a heart issue. Okay. So in other words, if I say, man, shawty, fool with it, boy, I'm about to go over there tonight. All right. And in my mind, I saw myself doing it, but now I was like, traffic is bad. I ain't gonna go over there. Right. I already sinned. It's already happened in my heart. And if opportunity provided itself, then yeah, if I had the opportunity to do it, I would do it. Now, if I'm going over there and traffic is like block me, I can't say, whew, I didn't sin. Yeah, you already did. Only if it wasn't traffic, if traffic wasn't crazy, then you had already been over there. I don't think it applies to this kind of stuff, because if it did, then the Bible would have said, it wouldn't have said, be angry, but don't sin. You feel what I'm saying? Like, be angry, and we all gonna get angry. We're all gonna do stupid stuff, but it's when you have discipline to pull it back. How many times I had to pull up, I had to pull back. Things I wanted to say, things I wanted to do, I pulled it back. It's just discipline. I don't know. I give him a check. I mean,
Kanye didn't pull it back though. He did the verse.
He did the verse, but he didn't put it out. That's the thing.
It existed though. It existed. He did it. The action was there. Just because he wasn't the one that leaked it does not mean that he did not still do it.
Yeah, well, I feel you. I mean,
I'm missing the part. So Andre 3000 did a track with who? Who did he record that song with?
Kanye.
With Kanye, and then he told Kanye, "Hey man, I don't like this one. Don't put it out."
No. Drake
dope.
leaked this. This was a diss record that Kanye did that Andre 3000 was featured on. Andre wrote his verse and had no idea that it was a diss record.
Oh,
So now Andre is like, yo, I had no idea. Like, Andre's first line on his verse is like, Miss Donda, if you listening,
respect.
please tell my mama this. Tell her to say something.
Yeah.
This man was coming from a place of total vulnerability, talking about how he lost his mom, and Kanye took it as an opportunity to diss Drake.
Got it. And you're saying a check goes to Kanye for
not releasing the song.
For not releasing the song. Whatever moment you were in when you did that, thank God you came to your senses and said, no, I can't put this stuff out, man. That's foul. And I think we've all had moments when we were angry, we was petty or whatever. As long as you don't put it out, then there you go. That's a check in your column, if you ask me.
Okay, now I'm caught up. Okay, got it.
If you ask me.
Do you have an opinion about the whole thing? Or?
No, he shouldn't have released that. If that wasn't the intent of the song, then I get that. So he should have kept that to himself, because he should have just kept it.
Yeah, he should have did it. Shouldn't have put it out.
But it ain't him though. You know what I hate about stuff like that, and it's whoever leaked it to Drake.
Right.
That's who the problem lies with. It's kind of like a similar scenario with the thing that happened with Rachel Nichols at ESPN.
Yeah?
It's not what she said. It's who released what she said.
But which, by the way, I wasn't as pissed at her.
I was not. I understood what she said. I
As
understood
a lot
exactly
of
what she
other
said.
people were.
What was I'm not aware.
Okay.
So Rachel Nichols was sitting down with some friends, but they was getting ready to record. But let's just say they were off the air, and it was getting ready to go to the NBA Finals. And ESPN had this all things about diversity and this thing where Maria Moore getting a bigger contract. She was up for a bigger contract or whatever.
Maria Moore is
A black woman that works for ESPN.
Okay.
Now Rachel Nichols has also
white.
She's white, and
I see
she's
the problem.
also just working her way up here in the last few years as well. And the ESPN came to her and was like, hey, why don't you step down and we let Maria Moore do the NBA Finals? Basically, somebody told her that behind the scenes. So while she was sitting around talking off the air, she was like, yo, man, I love Maria. I don't have any problem with her. But why do I have to lose one of my jobs?
Mm-hmm. And somebody was like this.
And somebody recorded it and released it. But in that moment, it looked racist.
It looked hating, like.
But in real life, she was just like, I don't have. If she was white, I'd say the same thing. That's how I felt. That's how I took it.
I worked too hard to get to this point.
I've never did it either. So I want my opportunity. You want me to step down because diversity, when I'm part of diversity as well. I'm a woman. Mm-hmm. And they took it, and now she's fired.
So the male voice that was on that as well, did he get cracked on?
Yes, that was LeBron James' old agent. I think it was his old agent or something like that. So he got some traffic for it as well.
Okay.
But not as much as Rachel because she had a bigger face.
Yeah, so she said it, and it was insensitive, but it wasn't like she
was like, don't let this black woman work. That's
Yeah.
not,
she wasn't trying to hate on her.
Nah, she was like, I hope she gets her contract. She should, because she works as much as Stephen A. That was the comparison.
Yeah, but I'm not about to
Her and
let
Steve-
y'all in this racial diversity and all this kind of stuff mess up this opportunity. I worked too hard for this. And I'm going to say this is not popular at all. My God, it's not popular. But when we talk about racial equality, I'm with it and I'm not with it. Let me tell you what I mean by that. When I say I'm with it, I want the same opportunities. I think we, black, white, male, female, we need the same opportunity. You can't guarantee nobody the same outcome, though. Hey, we work too hard. We're all different. And so, yeah, you might get a different outcome than I'll get. Just put me in, give me the opportunity to get in the ring and do my thing and let my work speak for itself. And let the client base and the customers, let them speak for me. And let my money come up from there. But don't tell me that you got to fix it to where everybody's got to have the same outcome. I don't agree with that, because I don't think that that's cool. If I was, let's say, for instance, they wanted to give more Mexican people, Cuban people opportunities, and all these black people are in this spot, and they came to you and said, well, you know what? We want to put a Mexican in this place. I think we want to be more diverse.
Everybody be pissed.
Everybody be all the way pissed. You work too hard for this. I'm saying at least give people an opportunity, but you cannot, you can't make sure that everybody has the same outcome. To me, that's impossible. That's the conversation we have with genders. It's the conversation we have with races. I don't think that we should be able to mandate or legislate the same outcome. But we can mandate and legislate the same opportunity to opportunities. Does it make sense?
It does. I don't know enough about this particular situation to form an educated opinion. I would need to know these women's backgrounds, how they've been performing in their industry, who is actually the better person for the job.
I don't think it's a better or worse.
It didn't come to who was better. It was the timing of what
and
she said.
She wasn't trying to get her job. Like she got a great job.
She was the head anchor for The Jump.
Yes. So she wanted and that wasn't up for grabs. That's your gig. Mm-hmm. But they were saying the finals is coming up. Hey, put this girl. Let this girl get.
So Rachel hadn't been booked for this finals thing. Mm-mm. Oh, I don't see the problem. Then I'm sorry. We're gonna have to agree to disagree. If you already wasn't in the spot, if they didn't take your spot to give it to a black person, I don't understand the frustration.
She was next up for it, though.
I mean,
she was next up for it. And because if she wasn't next up for it, then they would have never went to her and said, "Hey, we're gonna do this."
Yeah, that's where it went wrong.
Yeah,
okay.
It never would have been
like,
an opportunity.
That's like you're waiting on something that you've been wanting to do as well, and then they come to you like, "Yo, your time. You wait, man. Let's let somebody white do it for diversity." And you've been wanting it just as bad as her.
Now you know that don't work.
And here's the thing: they didn't say diversity though.
They told Rachel diversity. Like
I don't know if
she said on her own.
She said on her own. Yeah, they didn't go to her and say diversity. I think that's an HR lawsuit waiting to happen. But I'm just saying that she said, I would imagine the reason why you would do this for somebody who, I got tenure, I've been here for a minute, and I'm actually freaking good. For you to take me down and put this other person on? No, it's something else other than this. It could be diversity, and if that's the case, I don't really care what it is. I'm not trying to walk away from my situation.
That's speculation, though. Yeah,
right.
If that's not something that somebody came to her and said, I don't think she has a strong enough argument.
But she was talking to somebody that she felt comfortable enough to say that to, and somebody in that room leaked that conversation.
And it goes back to my original point.
And to me, that's extremely foul.
Yeah.
Because there are things that we say in confidence to people that we cool with. You don't want the other person to say that. People that go back and run their mouth and say stuff, man,
it'd be 10 times worse when you finally hear
awful. I have no respect for them because there's no context, there was no nut, and you didn't say what you said in the conversation either. Mm-hmm. You brought the bone. You didn't say what you added to the conversation. You just said what they said.
And that goes back to the context of what I was saying about the thing with Drake and Kanye. It looks bad that Drake released it, but who is the person that gave it to him?
Yep.
And we never talk about that person.
Drake mentioned it on his album. Drake mentioned it. He said, I need you to know that your people are more loyal to me than you. He said it in one of his songs.
So he didn't call his name out, though.
Not verbatim, but the line was something like, like you just need to know, like somebody foul. And
it's pretty tough, man.
Getting rough.
It's very messy, but I think at the end of the day, we're going to get like maybe a verses from it. Maybe the Albums will be platinum. I don't know, maybe.
I don't think we could do
In a perfect world.
I don't think the internet could handle that versus. They would have to do that live.
That's fine. I'll be there.
Hey, let me ask you this real quick before we move on to the next thing.
I get tickets.
Who do you think is the modern day Prince and Michael Jackson now? I'm talking about the beef, I'm talking about the celebrity status, etc. Who do you think would be the modern day Prince Michael Jackson?
Is anybody beefing that much right now?
I don't think people are beefing like
I mean, this Kanye Drake thing is pretty epic. But even Michael Jackson and Prince, they were petty, but they weren't.
They still had respect for each other.
They had respect for each other.
I've
It was
never heard a
different.
Prince diss from Michael or a Michael diss from Prince.
Yeah.
Now Prince is the queen of shade
That's hilarious.
because that face will tell it all.
It's the face. It's
The
the
face, he'll be in the room and he'll be like,
There's compilations of Prince's faces.
absolutely.
Oh,
now he was
it's
messy
like an
now.
hour long.
He was
He's
messy
like-
now.
Really?
It was. Oh, man,
yes.
put Prince facial expression.
I want to see that.
It's great.
Prince being shady on
Prince,
YouTube.
man, it is hilarious. I've watched it a couple of times.
But there's a Prince interview where he said, "Nah, me and Michael never had beef. People did that between us, almost like a Rihanna and Beyonce at one point. Like people put that beef there. We
That's not
didn't
true.
have beef.
No,
Monica
sir.
and
That's what he
No.
said.
That's what he said, and that's what he's going to say. But everybody around them knew. Ask Quincy Jones. Do people know? That's one of the reasons why. So Quincy Jones tells this story where he tells Prince, "Hey man, y'all got to squash this, man. I mean, y'all come together." And so Quincy Jones was getting a call like dang near every 2.5 minutes from Michael Jackson's camp, from Prince's camp. They wanted to know on the meeting day, was the other one there first? Because they didn't want to get there first. They wanted to be the one to come late. I don't want to wait on this joker. And so what happened was, Prince finally said, no, Michael said, he said, Mike, come on, man, come on. So Mike got there first. He said like 30 seconds, a minute later, Prince eventually shows up and comes in. And so it was the meeting about the song Bad. Michael Jackson wanted Prince to sing that song with him. And Prince said, okay, Let me ask you this, though, real quick. See that line right there? That line right there. What'd that say? It says, your butt is mine. And Prince was like, okay, who gonna sing that? Whether you singing it to me or I'm singing it to you. No. That was another interview. He said, once he clarified that's what it was, Prince was like,
Prince had a problem with being perceived as someone who would go after butt. I'm not saying homophobic. I'm saying
no, that's exactly what it was.
Oh, see,
KD,
thought
I
it
was trying to get
Yeah.
this. Jesus,
It's been
That's
like-
exactly what it was.
I know, okay.
So what he's saying is like, he was the person that said, I don't want to be the person that says your butt is mine, or you telling me that my butt is yours. I don't want the butt. No butts. Take that out. No butts.
But it's not one of the world's biggest songs, so
Bad
I
was pretty big.
was about to say, please.
Bad was pretty
It's
big.
one of the music video for Bad.
People loved that video in the 80s.
That video was hot fire.
Okay, good.
Oh, I thought you said-
I didn't know where you was going with it.
No. I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. I don't think he can do much wrong.
Okay.
Oh, I thought
The
you
line
said
could
that
be
people liked it.
questionable, but we sing it anyway.
Yeah. Oh, see, I had a different perspective. I thought it was saying like your butt is mine, like I'm beating you in the music charts. Like that's how I took it. I didn't take it the way
Prince was taking it literally.
literally like your butt is mine.
Pause.
This is your butt
Was
and it
not
is mine.
Saying, all right, here we go. All right.
This the booty here, it's mine. That's what Michael was saying. You got a booty, and it's mine.
That's not what Michael was
That's
saying.
all Michael was saying.
I didn't take it that way.
Mike was.
I thought it was like whoever says your butt is mine is like they're doing better. Your butt is mine. Like, you know, like I'll burn you up.
KD, here we go.
That's how I took it.
Rod, you ever say that to another comedian?
I would never say that.
Why not?
I
Very
mean,
good. Great question.
Touche.
that is a touche moment. But it's Michael.
We just
Excuse
said
me,
that.
excuse me.
But it's Michael and Prince, though.
Excuse me for a minute. It's good.
No, thank you. I've been practicing.
But
You have
But
no
it's
argument.
Michael
You have
Jackson
no
and
argument,
Prince.
friend. You have no argument, friend.
no, but it's Michael Jackson and Prince. Like, okay, Prince wore heels, but we were okay with it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he would think I understand what I'm saying. I'm trying not to say the wrong word.
Prince also had a lot of.
I didn't look
sir.
at him like.
No, Prince was
I
very,
never
very. Prince did all that kind of stuff, but Prince was one of the most masculine dudes.
Oh, bro,
even
he
in
had
the midst,
women for days, so we didn't look at him
Not
that
even his
way.
women. He just had his energy was just very masculine.
It was different, and Michael Jackson dressed different. So I feel like
Michael Jackson was not giving us messages.
No.
Rod, I'm not gonna let you sit here and say that.
I didn't say that. I didn't say
If Michael Jackson and Prince was
God
married,
damn it, Katie.
Michael
I didn't
Jackson
say
is
the word
making
masculine.
Prince waffles. He's not. He's getting up making the waffles. He's not
but
chilling.
It's like, okay, first thing, you told a story about them not wanting to be the first one at the meeting.
Yes,
That was petty.
very petty.
Very.
That was petty. So that was something that maybe Michael and Prince thought was funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, I won't be there first. I'm going to come late. I'm going to make my entrance, okay? And then he gets to the lyrics in the song, and there's a lyric that says, your butt is mine.
So you think he was like pranking him?
I think
Like
he was
maybe-
thinking like, no, you're not going to say you're owning me. That's how.
So is the argument that they didn't beef?
No, my argument is like, I thought Prince didn't take it that way when
He
you
took it exactly that way. Yes.
Clearly, because he refused to do the song.
But it's like, I don't want you to say that. But he didn't want either one of them to say it. He wanted the line out.
You're going to make this what you want it to be.
No, I'm telling you. No, I'm just saying that's how I perceive it
My
until you
God, that's
explained it.
exactly what happened. Thank you.
Yeah, it's just
That's it. Now I get it.
There it is.
My God, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. All right.
Well,
I hate y'all today.
what about tomorrow?
Okay, man. Listen, well, I tell you, we had to cut so much stuff out of this. Okay, so
Not the booty part.
Now the booty part can stay in there. We're gonna chop some of this stuff up. Okay, so we got to get to the trivia game.
Oh yes, that's right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So
Kenny, you're going down.
I'm back with another edition of Trivia Swag, but this is the hip hop edition. So there's 3 categories. So the categories are freestyle, R&B, and rap. So I already have a couple of them mixed up for you.
Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot.
scared.
So I'm gonna give you the category. You're gonna tell me what it is. Now when we get to the freestyle category, you have to fill in the blank. All right. So let's start.
Okay.
Let's do that last. Let's do rap first.
First of all, real quick, who's the game from and all
This
that?
is from Coco Stiletto on Instagram.
Oh, the same one that
Same
the last game.
She sent me another one. Yeah.
All right.
So this is Trivia Swag, the hip hop.
Coco Stiletto. Hey, here's the thing, Coco. Hi, I'm
You
KD
might well
Bowe.
come on in and do a
I'm
live-
KD Bowe.
live show.
I like games. When you get an opportunity, hit your boy up.
Well, we'll be at Walmart in a couple of months.
Link in the bio.
There we go.
Yeah. Walmart
Yeah.
or link in the bio.
Our link in the bio.
Love it. Trivia swag.
Trivia swag.
2 A's. Okay.
All right. So we're gonna start with rap. All right. And Kaim, I want you to cut your mic on as well. I know you into the hip hop as well.
I'm like, leave me out of this.
Old school stuff in
Your
here.
butt is
All right,
mine.
here we go. So this is rap. I'm gonna read the line. And you're gonna tell me the artist. Here we go. This is rap. I searched the whole world for that special girl.
LL
when I
Cool
find- That is LL Cool J.
LL Cool J.
It's too late. Here we go.
Katie, don't do this.
Hate to sound sleazy, but tease me.
Tupac.
Oh, Paper Trail was released in 2008, and the album No Mercy was released in 2010. While in Katie,
T.I.
that is T.I.
Okay,
sir.
I didn't know where you were going with the question, but I wanted to say T.I.
Okay, here we go. Rap.
But you didn't.
This trio won the 1995 Grammy Award for Best Rap.
You said trio, didn't you?
I did say trio.
And I feel some type of way. That's and they got an Emmy as well. Godly.
Oh man, Tiny.
That's, oh my gosh.
Maybe I can
Am
read.
I able to steal?
Yes. Are you?
Can you finish the question?
Yes. This trio
Wait.
won the
Some of us wanna
1995
listen.
Grammy Award for Best Rap Performance by a duo.
I'm so mad.
None of your business.
NWA?
No.
I was going to say I would not know.
Nobody.
Actually, I didn't know.
Kaim.
I don't have a clue.
Who is this?
Salt and Pepper.
I would not have gone.
Hey, wait. First of all, don't be trying to put Spinderella in it when they don't put her in it like that.
They
They
just
didn't.
took her out of it recently, so that's
Okay, well,
back then she was in it.
I was
Don't
confused.
do that. Don't do that.
I
Don't
was
add to the
confused.
fire, Katie. She was in it back then.
I was confused.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Here we go. R&B.
I was confused.
Because of You, his second studio album was released in 2007.
Neo.
That is Neo. He helps to shape what has been the neo soul movement that rose to the prominence in the 1990s. Oh my gosh.
That's
He
the end
helped
of
to
the
shape what has been the neo soul movement that rose to prominence in the 1990s.
song. This could literally be 4 people.
That could be a lot of people. This is a hard
Can
one.
you give us a hint? Maxwell.
That is Maxwell. All right, here we go. R&B as well. The best-selling recording artist of all time, referred to as the queen of rock and roll.
Tina Turner.
That is Tina Turner. Wow. I thought you were gonna jump in and take the steal, Katie.
I was thinking something else. That's why I hesitated.
Okay. Chairman Clive Davis signed her to a record label at.
Dang it.
19.
Oh, Mariah Carey.
No.
Alicia Keys.
No.
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston.
One of them.
Here we go. So this is freestyle. So you have to fill in the blank somewhere. Here we go. Just waking up in the morning.
Gotta thank God.
I don't know,
but today
but
seems kind of odd. Come on, Ice Cube.
Wait a minute. Are we still doing it?
you gotta finish it out.
Nope.
You gotta finish.
Just waking up in the morning, gotta thank
Wow.
God. I don't know, but today seems kind of hard.
All right,
right,
wrong.
there we go.
Give me my point. Give me my
There we
point.
go.
Hard.
Give me my
Hey,
point. Give me
I
my
look
point.
look at the lyrics.
Give me my
I think
point.
you might have said hard.
Is it worth it? Let me work it.
Put my thing down, flip it, and reverse
And there it is.
Oh, that's the question. What's the jump?
Yeah,
That's
that.
What's that?
Here we go. And then you can find me in the club.
Bottles for the bug.
Hey, easy.
Mama, I got that ex. You need to take drugs. I'm into having sex. I ain't into making love. So come
that's
give me
it.
a hug if you into getting. And I pull up out front. You see the
Yeah, I have
Benz
more,
on
but
dubs.
that
When I
was
roll
for that.
20 deep, it's always
We
drumming in
need
the club.
a
You need an R&B. You want another R&B one? I felt like that was your one right there.
I was just warming up, quite frankly.
You just warm up? I mean, we can get-
hit me
Oh, he want to lose. You want to
He's really trying to go
argue.
there. Here we go. Let's go back to R&B because that
He
makes it
wanna argue.
that levels the playing
Like
field.
it's a little
think
too
it's too
close
close
to your side. Yeah.
Here we go. R&B. Here we go. R&B. This pop artist married James DeBarge in 1984.
Janet Jackson.
That is Janet Jackson.
I
Here we
did not
go.
know she was married to Barge.
In my bed and how deep is your love? Who's that?
Katie hit it.
So what now?
Drew Hill.
That was Drew Hill. Tiny.
Thanks.
I was gonna say.
I was going to give you one. I tried.
You know what? I'm gonna move it closer to you.
Okay.
We're not gonna do.
Okay,
I don't need no charity.
Hands flat, please.
Look at him. Look at him. The cheated.
He called himself the Pied Piper.
Nasty.
That was me.
Nasty.
That was me.
You can have it.
R. Kelly.
That was R. Kelly.
Pied Piper,
Robert?
actually.
I know. It's his prerogative.
Bobby Brown.
Wow. Wow.
He released the hit song Finesse with Cardi B.
Bruno Mars.
In 2000, the film Romeo Must Die contained.
Aaliyah.
That was Aaliyah.
He took the bell, though.
This male R&B group composed of identical twin brothers.
Jagged Edge.
No.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't no Jagged Edge. It was H-Town. Knocking the boots. H-Town.
This is going to be kind of awkward because it was Jagged Edge.
Should have just sat there and ate your
But
food.
you didn't let me finish it.
She
You don't
got it
let me
first.
but she was right. If you're not gonna let me, if you're gonna interrupt the question, you gotta be
Come on,
correct.
Rod. Come on.
I love this game.
Here we go. You ready? Here we go.
I'm getting tired of your.
Erica Badu.
That's Erykah Badu.
Hey.
You said like you ain't
said
know.
I
That's
knew
why-
who it was. I said, I'm getting tired of your shit. That's
Oh,
what
I'm
it's,
sorry.
but it's
I'm
the
sorry.
person. You got to do
I'm
the
sorry.
person.
I
We
win.
can give it to
Okay.
Katie. We can give it to
Wasn't
Katie.
worried about
I
that.
got enough
I
already.
need you
Okay.
some philanthropy.
If I ever fall in love, reach.
Shy.
That is Shy. You making me high.
Tony Braxton.
This artist was arrested for domestic violence for allegedly attacking her husband, Stevie.
Jocelyn Hernandez.
No.
Oh, you.
Her husband, Stevie J.
Yeah,
Faith Evans.
Yeah.
Faith Evans.
Sorry.
I
I
didn't know-
thought I had to
didn't
ring
know
that bell
happened. Did that
again.
happen? Was that a thing?
Yeah, it was.
I didn't know that was a thing. Well, come on, these cars
It was a
are
thing.
recent.
Yeah. His debut album, Brown Sugar, was released in 1995.
D'Angelo.
We know it.
And The Boy's Mind became one of the best.
Monica.
Brandy and Monica.
Oh yeah.
Her hands aren't flat.
KD, you were literally a half an inch
But
away
your
from.
hand, well, I don't want to. I'll keep your hands.
I think
It's
we
not
gotta-
like you got enough to
Your hands
combat my
gotta be-
score.
Your hands gotta be flat.
It's not like the
we gotta get up
technicality
with
with
Tiny,
me.
man. She kind of roasted you.
I mean, I do music, so.
Yeah.
Well, that's pretty good. It's a fun game.
I like that game. We need to play that
It'll be
in the
available in Walmart when?
Really soon. I don't know the exact date, so I don't want to quote that, but it is available on Coco Stiletto's Instagram page, and her link is called Trivia Swag, the Hip Hop Edition.
Very
So
good.
shout out to you, Coco.
I like that game.
Love it. Okay, and we will
gotta
be
do that.
getting
We gotta do
our own version of those. These are used.
Oh, please.
Coco Stiletto.
He won't his
Boy
own.
up.
This was a really great episode. I enjoyed myself. Shout out to Coco Stiletto. That was a wonderful game. I appreciate the boisterous camaraderie between us, although Katie took a terrible tumble.
Yeah, she kicked your
We fall down.
But we get up.
Shout out to comedian Randy Sky for filling in for me last week. I appreciate you. I was off. The movie I actually was doing was called The Virtual Babysitter. That's what it was called. It was not Terminator 8 or whatever you said, or Black Panther 3.
7.5,
Yeah, all that stuff right there. The Virtual Babysitter starring Vivian Brazil, who was the late girlfriend of the great Tommy Ford before he passed, which yesterday was 5 years of the anniversary. Shout out to him and her. She is keeping his legacy going, and that's awesome.
You actually did do the remake of Different Strokes.
He did?
You did.
I did not.
Now the world don't move to the beat of just one drum. What might be right for some, but might be right for some. The man is born, he's a man of need. Then along comes two,
and what?
they got nothing left to do.
Come on,
They got different strokes it takes, different strokes it takes, different strokes to move the world. Come on, Tiny.
It takes different strokes to move the world. Yeah.
Ain't nobody come to see you, Tiny.
I need everybody to know there ain't nothing like the KDBS show. Oh, KDBS show, for show, for show. Let go. KDBS show, for show, for show. Right here. KDBS show, for show, for show. KDBS show, for show. Stick around, might just play your favorite song. It's that show you've been waiting on all day long. If an encouraging word is what you need, you can always count on KD. Never disappointed. Right here is where you wanna be. We can talk about how to get encouraged.